What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Boost Bike Gear YouTube channel. As you can see, it's been pretty snowy out here today. So today we're going to be painting the roll cage in the car. Actually, we're going to go with a pretty crazy color that's going to match the accents inside the car. So we're going to prep the cage first. I got to weld 2 door bars in, and then we're going to go ahead and pull the carpet back out, cover everything back up, and then we can get to painting it. So I'll show you guys a little bit of the prep work that's got to go through for painting the car, or for painting the cage, and then we can get to it. All right, guys, so we're gonna get this cage ready for paint. We're basically just gonna scuff up all the bars, tape around the bars so we don't get any paint on the black, and then we actually ended up ordering a new carpet, so we're going to use the carpet to kind of cover up the floor, basically, since we're just going to pull it out and put a new carpet in. So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to get these door bars welded in, that way we can paint everything together, and probably just going to cover up the shifter and all the stuff. We'll cover up the dash. We got to cover up basically everything in here. We already got the windows covered. Cover up the headliner, and then we're gonna probably drape something over the whole car, you know, so we don't get paint all over the outside. So I'm gonna prep these bars, get them ready to weld, and then I'm actually gonna grab one of the seats and see if I can get it in here before I weld these on, because if not, then we'll have to get the seats in first and then weld the bars in. So I'm gonna grab one of those and see if we can fit it. The reason we're going with the color we're going with on the cage is because of all the accents and stuff on the seats, seat belts, and on the steering wheel. So you guys will see what color that is a little later in the video. Alright, so we got the whole car covered up in plastic so we could paint the cage, the whole front end, these pillars, the top of the car, the sides, and then we got the carpet out, got these bars all prepped and everything to weld right here and on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and get these 2 bars welded in, and then everything, all the bars wiped down with the wax and grease remover. And then I'm gonna hit it with a coat of paint, and then probably have to cover up a little bit more of this back area here with some plastic on the floor, but we got the main areas that go by the bar taped up. So I'm gonna get this all prepped up, welded, and once the cage is fully painted, then that's it for the roll cage. It's 100% done. We We actually got some new carpet. We laid it out over here so it can kind of stretch out. So it doesn't have any cutouts for the seat brackets or anything like that, but we're just gonna lay the old carpet over the top of it and trace those out and go ahead and cut those holes out. But that makes it really nice because we no longer have an e-brake or anything, and the factory carpet has holes, you know, for the e-brake and stuff to go through. So we're not going to use a console or anything in this car. The only hole we really have to cut out is for the shifter right there, and even then we really don't even have to do that because there's only 4 small bolts that go through the carpet into the body. So we'll get this in there. And what's really nice about these is that they send you a little bit extra on the edges and on the front and on the back. So if you have something, you know, a little more that you want to cover up, then you can. And then we'll also be, you know, cutting the holes in the corners for the cage. So yeah, once we get all this done, we can get this carpet in there, get the shifter assembly and staging brake assembly all back together, and then we can start getting the seat rails in, the seats, the steering wheel, all that stuff. I'm really excited to show you guys what seats we picked out for this car. Like I said, the paint from the cage is going to match the accents on the seats and on the steering wheel. So I'll show you guys those. All right, now that I got both of these tubes or door bars welded in, I'm gonna hit it with some wax and grease remover, and then we'll throw some color on this cage. All right, you guys ready for this color? Here it is. Boom. So we went with a yellow, bright yellow on the cage. Look at that, it looks crazy. Still needs a couple more coats. We just did 2 coats right now, 2 cans to get pretty much the whole thing. We're probably gonna pick up a couple more cans tomorrow and hit it with another coat. But yeah, it is super, super yellow. We're gonna have a lot of cleanup to do. This yellow gets everywhere, man. But it looks crazy. The reason we went with this yellow is because we have a set of Momo seats that look like this. These are the Momo seats right here. They're a fixed seat. So we have an extra large for the passenger and a regular for the driver. So this is going to be the seats that we're going to be using. We have the Momo steering wheel right here. Momo steering wheel right here. That'll match with that real nice. And we also got the Momo seat belts to match. There's the yellow and red on the Momo seat belt. So once all that stuff's in there, it'll match up really nice. Hey guys, I'm just gonna let this cure overnight, 24 hours, and then go ahead and give it another coat tomorrow, and then that should be all finished up. We can get the carpet and stuff in and start getting the interior all back together. So you guys a closer look here at the color. It is super vibrant yellow. Cool. All right guys, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Later. Alright, we just got this brand new carpet in. It didn't come with any cutouts for the seats, so we're cutting out the holes in the floor for the seat rails. So yeah, we just got those holes cut in the floor for the seats, and now we're going to install these Buddy Club seat rails. Alright guys, so we got the interior looking pretty complete. Got the cage all painted. Got the seats in. Our Momo. This one is actually a regular size Momo, and the other one is an extra large Momo. Got the Momo steering wheel with the yellow stitching on the top. And for quick release, we did the NRG quick release with the carbon fiber ring harnesses. This is what it's looking like from the back. Got all that in there. So these are the harnesses that we're going to use. They're also Momo. Got two spots to go through here. Spot on this side, spot on that side, and then two that go down to the floor. We still got to anchor those down. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for the interior. We are going to get a delete tray for this since it doesn't have an airbag anymore. I'm gonna leave all this stuff off of the bottom of the dash here just because I got to do a bunch of wiring and stuff, so I'm gonna have to get to all that. But this is what the interior is looking like right now. It's looking real good. I'll give you a shot here through the front. You can tell that that left seat is quite a bit bigger than the right one. It's the extra large one. But yeah, it's looking pretty awesome. Next week, I think that we're gonna be working on doing some stuff at the new shop. Most likely the dyno, getting the dyno on the ground. Probably doing some epoxy and stuff to the floors. So we're not gonna be working on this thing next weekend. Just so you guys know. And a couple other things that we got to do to the interior on this is the AEM CD7 dash that's going to go in the dash. We got a piece 3D printed by one of our buddies here in town, and it was kind of like a trial piece. So this piece that we got right here is just like a trial piece that our buddy made us for the AEM CD7, and so I'm gonna have him make a couple changes on it, but that's pretty much how it's gonna sit in there. I can grab the screen so you guys can see what it's gonna look like in there. Okay, so this is the AEM CD7 we're gonna be using. Kind of get it in there so you guys can get an idea of how it's gonna look. So basically gonna go in here like that. Something like that, it'll sit in there, something like that. And then we'll get the factory panel in here that has the vents and stuff to get that looking proper. But that's what it's looking like kind of from the driver's seat. It's looking pretty nice. And so yeah, that's probably what we'll be doing next, is getting that piece 3D printed so we can get that in there correctly and then get the rest of the dash together. We got also most of the rear panels in here. Floor repainted. And like I said, I'm looking for if you guys know anybody that has these pieces right here, the strut covers, we need a couple of those, both of those. The light covers for these panels back here, both sides. I think there's a light that goes in here. We'll need that too. We're not gonna be putting the rear seats in at all. We're just gonna cut that carpet kind of along the edge right there, and then most likely put a carbon fiber cover on the old gas tank lid there to make that look finished up. But other than that, it's pretty much complete in the inside, guys. It's looking pretty awesome. It's looking like a complete car now. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Like I said, next week we'll be most likely working on the new shop. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead and tune in, and we'll see you guys next time. Later.